Hey guys, it's Meme and my trusty sidekick.
Oh, Vinny here. Welcome to the Thursday Night Live Show. We are honored to have you with us tonight. Hope you've had a great day so far. Hope you saw all the announcements that were spinning around in front of you there as we began the show. If you are new, we are Meme Made It. Everything you see used in our show tonight can be purchased in our online craft store at www.maymaymadeit.com. One thing we want you to do is subscribe to our channel. We're getting so close. I ain't even gonna say the number, but we're getting close. I hope you guys will subscribe and give us a thumbs up to the video tonight if you feel like it. We call that Vinnying the video, and we would certainly appreciate you being willing to do that. Do you want to do some announcements to start, or you want to just get into it?
They just saw a lot of announcements. Well, I should start with one because a lot of people have been talking about it in the chat.
Okay.
So we'll start tonight with boot camp. So if you were in our members only Christmas card making class we did was it first of this month? I don't remember, but we used Cricut. And when I was doing the Cricut, a lot of people were talking about they enjoyed the way I was teaching it because they could understand it. And I used to teach Cricut classes all the time. Matter of fact, this is kind of a fun fact. The first in-person classes we taught at our very first store, our little 1,000 square foot store,
Yep.
were Cricut classes. And on Saturday mornings at 10 a.m., we would have these classes and I could teach 10 people. That's all we could get in the room. We could get 10 people in. And as a matter of fact, we used to travel a little bit. I used to go to different stores in Alabama and I taught at least at 2 or 3 different stores in Alabama. And even in, I didn't teach Cricut in Tennessee, I don't believe, because we were scared of Wi-Fi, but it's kind of cool. That's kind of where my online classes started. So I don't know if you've been on Cricut Design Space lately, but it looks different and it's really good. It's really good. But I know a lot of times when the changes happen, it can really kind of derail you, especially if you've gotten comfortable with something. And so what I wanted to do was put together this boot camp situation. And let me tell you the difference and why it is not the class you used to take with me. Okay. Used to, my Cricut beginner classes, my Cricut 101 classes were 2-hour classes, and we did it one time for 2 hours, and you could watch it again if you wanted to. But what I've discovered is there's a lot more we need to dig into than I can do in 2 hours. And so I'm going to make this one kind of an event. I want to say a mini event, but it's really not a mini event. It's a full event. And what we'll be doing is we'll be doing 3 days, 10 a.m. Central Standard Time, 2-hour classes. And I'll be going through Cricut and we'll just walk through. Oh, she's telling me to check audio. Is audio off?
Somebody said your voice is mixing up. Is your mic dead?
No. Why is my voice mixing up? Why is my voice mixing up? I don't know why. My mic is doing what it should do. What's that mean? Do I need to hold it? Oh, it's good. I don't know what it was. Maybe it was me. But the 3 days of classes allow us to be able to spend a lot more time on all of the functions. Okay. I'm also going to give you don't mess with it. I'm also going to give you a bonus class. Audio gets loud and then fades to echoey. Is it my necklaces? Let's take them off. Is it my necklaces? They say my shirt. Let me take it off and see if it's my shirt. Could be because I have it up kind of high. Tell me if that's better. If it's better, I'll figure out something. I'll put it somewhere to make it easier for the show. So 3 days gives us more time to really dig into what the functions are. And if you ask me, the hardest part about Cricut are the functions of Design Space. The machines are simple, but what I'm going to do is give you a bonus video, and it's a filmed video, so it won't be a class in this one, but I'm going to film for you kind of a walkthrough of the machines. I have a lot of machines. I have the Joy Extra, I have the Joy, I have the Maker 3, I have the Maker 3, I have 1 or 2 Makers, I have Explorers, I have a lot of different machines that I've just collected over the years. And so what I'm going to do in that 4th video is point out things on the machine and how they work and what they are and things like that, and give you the differences between the machines. Because I know a lot of times when you're wanting to purchase, you're not sure which machine to purchase, and this should help you. Okay. So 3 days of classes, they are recorded. You do not have to be there for the live version. Being there live means you get to ask questions in real time. But I'm also going to do this, and you'll be getting an email about this once you sign up. I will be requesting that you send your questions and your concerns, like the things you struggle with. I'm requesting that you email those in to Shannon, and you'll get an email with more information about this. And I might even make it in a different way. So just hold on before you start sending them in. I may do it on a Google Doc so we can just collect them. And I want to get your questions, because what I want to do is I want to answer your questions. Now, I'm really happy Kathy said this. Her main problem is using it for doing sublimation. Let me say this to you. I will not be teaching specific crafting projects. Okay. I'm not going to be teaching vinyl. I'm not going to be teaching sublimation. I'm not going to be teaching paper. I'm not going to be teaching plastic. I'm not going to be teaching wood, any of that. I'm not going to be teaching fabric. This is not that kind of class. Okay. This is Design Space. This is where I'm going to open all the doors for you so you can design what you will then do with your craft. So here's what that means. It doesn't matter what craft you do. This video is for you. This event is for you, no matter what you do, because here's the truth of the matter. If you can understand Design Space, you can do any craft. The issue is the software. Always. I've literally taught hundreds of students Cricut, and it's always the software that holds them up. The cutting out, the putting it on the mat, they're running it through the machine. That makes perfect sense. It's super easy. There are other classes that can be done for that sort of thing, but that is not what this one is. This is Design Space Bootcamp. Okay. So that's what we're going to be teaching you. Now, will I get into some of that stuff? I will. I'll get into, this is where you do stickers. This is where you do this. This is where you do that. You'll see all that kind of stuff and it'll make sense. But this is going to be Design Space focused. Also, this will not be a kit class. You won't get a kit. Nothing gets mailed to you. This is a live streamed event, 3 days of live streaming. I really do think, even if you have used Cricut for a long time, I really do think if you come into this class, you will learn a multitude of things. You really will, because I found with myself, when I was only paper crafting with the Cricut, when I went into it, I thought of everything for paper. But when I started to learn the functions, everything changed for me. It's so much better when you understand the functions. Let me see if we can do something else. Is my shirt just too cool for school today? Is that what it's doing? Y'all like my pumpkins? This came from Rustic Relics. It is the cutest thing. So this is the fruit of the spirit. Have you noticed that? So my pumpkins are the fruit of the spirit, and they all say the different fruits, and I got it at Rustic. It's so cute. Thank you, Mackie. She just registered. That's awesome. You won't, I promise you. Okay, look, y'all know me. If I do a class, I probably will overwhelm you versus not give you enough, but I will give you as much as I can give you, plus, other things that I can tell you about and yada, yada. Let me tell you about today. Susan, I'm going to tell you something. I'm not good with the written word. I'm just not that person. There are people out there making those kinds of things. But even when I give y'all, I saw somebody post this, and no shade. I saw somebody post about my tote bag that we did. I would prefer to have written step-by-step instructions in the video. And that is just not something my brain comprehends. Like I don't want to read instructions. And I don't want to write instructions. Like I can't, the wording doesn't come out. I've even tried to do it with like ChatGPT, and it's not my voice, and it's not what I would say. The book would be 30,000 pages long. And it's just, I don't teach that way. So, but there are people who do. So you can look up, you can go to Amazon and find Cricut 101 books and things like that. I can't tell you if they're any good because I don't know what the writing is like. But I'm a clicker, goer, show you kind of person. And you would be sad if I don't think I could exceed your expectations if I wrote you an instruction book. I don't think I'm the person for that. Look, we got to know our limitations.
Got to know them.
And I'm not good at it. I can show you. Telling you is not my thing. All right. Also, the reason I called it boot camp, and when you see the graphic, it's cute. There's a big boot. I said, before you boot that machine out, take this class because I think you'll like it. Okay.
Now, is the class set up like the Just My Craft, where they can pay it in payments?
Oh, I don't think we did. Should we? I don't know how to do that. That's not a thing I can do.
I'll see if Amber can do that.
I didn't.
If it's not already.
I don't know. somebody asked if it would be something they could buy later. I'm tossing around if I'm going to leave this up. Here's what I found. It's almost better if I do the event again.
Tamara says, yes, you can make payment.
Okay, good. She did. It's almost better if we do the event again than you just buying this one, because that's at a certain point, what happens is, number one, there's going to be an update with Cricut. There always is, which I find as a bonus people don't like, but I think it's amazing. Like, and I teach about that whenever I teach about Cricut. I think updates are incredible. I want updates on my phone. I want updates on my watch. I want updates on my software. I want everything to get better. And so if you were to sign up for, like, if I were to leave this available and you bought it in 2 or 3 months, it's not accurate anymore. I mean, it's feel outable, but it's just not accurate. I think we have one. I think I have a Cricut class up now. I think we turned it off. I think I have Shannon turned it off because I'm like, it's not anywhere near what you're going to open the Cricut and see now. And that's kind of the thing. If you're a Cricut user, you know what I mean. So I don't know that we'll leave it up after the event, but once I've done this, you know, once we've got this in my, like before, I could do a Cricut class in my sleep because I was doing it. You know what I'm saying? I was doing them all the time. So we should be able to do them again based on demand, you know, as people ask. I can't see the questions because I got my glasses on. So
Donna asked, can we save the online class and watch it at later dates? Yes, it's always available for you to watch once you sign up for the class.
Yep. The only thing you want to think about is you want to watch it sooner than later. Don't do it like we do our Cricuts. You know, we buy our Cricuts and we leave them in the box till the warranty wears out. I bet y'all don't think about that, but a lot of people do that. They leave them in the box for a year and then you don't have warranty anymore anyway. But you do really want to try to watch it soon so that it makes sense. I mean, literally, since you guys will know this if you use your Cricut, since we did the Made It member class, it's already updated since. It's already different. So it updates a lot, which I love because I love these new updates, but you got to stay on it. All right. Let me say this. Cindy, great question. I did lean in. Listen to this. This class is only if you have an Cricut that doesn't use the cartridges only. Now, let's don't confuse, okay? All the machines can use cartridges. Yes, I know that. Okay. Well, you know, to an extent they can. The ones that use cartridges and you put that little mat on them that doesn't hook to Design Space, it is not for that. So if you have a really old machine, and I'm talking that's about 5 generations ago, might even be more than that, those don't work. You want the ones that work with Cricut Design Space. Other than that, it won't do you any good. All right. 2 hours a day. 2 hours a day for 3 days. I'm trying to read the chat. I'm trying to get used to my new glasses. Melanie says, I ain't about this new update on her phones. I love an update. I do. I love when I get some new function. All right. Are we good? Any questions I missed?
I don't think so.
All right. Good deal. You want me to show what we're doing tonight? Okay, listen. I showed y'all how to make this card Tuesday. Did we do this Tuesday?
Yes.
Okay. I showed y'all how to make this card on Tuesday. And when I did, I got the sweetest compliments about this stamp set. I really did. And somebody said to me, this might be the best stamp set you ever made. And then I thought, you know what? It's a great stamp set. But if you're convinced this is the best one I ever did, you might not know the functions of some of our other stamp sets. And Amber and I were talking about that. This is an incredible stamp set. I love it. And it's Jesus. You don't do any better, right? It's Jesus. But we were like, I wonder if people don't know what some of our other stamp sets do. Because it was just a good thing to make me ponder. Like, that's so cool. And I love what she said about that. And I do know that it's the way you ink it forward, kind of. And I thought, maybe I don't know what some of our other stamp sets do. And I thought this is a good opportunity for me to kind of touch on some other sets for you today. So I thought I'd show you some of my favorites and see what y'all think. And you've been enjoying stamping. So you've been enjoying the stamping that I've done, right? So let me show you this. See this one? I think this is the cutest. Like, we have a stamp set that just makes this so easy, and you can do it in all these colors and all these things like that. I just think this is adorable. How many of you know that we have a stamp set that'll do this in any color you want, in any way you want? I just think this is so cute. And I thought I would show you how this works. And not only this one, I'm going to show you a couple stamp sets, how they work. because that really was a good compliment. And I thought, well, let me see what you think of other ones. Let's see if we can not top it. I'm never going to try to top Jesus. That's not going to happen.
I do want to say this to you guys because it has been an issue this week. Our shipping department has basically been closed all week because our new girl in shipping has been out with sickness. We have tried to get a few packages out, but not near as many as normal. So if you have an order that you hadn't seen shipped yet, be patient. She is supposed to be back tomorrow. She's had sick children and she's been sick herself, and just made things a little bit slower over there in the shipping department. So if you guys will be patient, I promise we'll get those orders out as quick as we can.
You want to know how bad it's been? Today, we hired a new guy. Not really. Amber's son, John Collin, came and worked today. He was so cute. He worked, and then he came in here. Did I tell you this? He worked, and then he came in here, and he had a trimmer in the package. He had a dress. You know he loves paper. John Collin has loved paper since he was little. He had a Dress My Craft trimmer in a package, and there was a note on it. And the note said, "Can my pay be this?" He's no different than us. And I said,
he's always 100%. Loved.
And he said, I think I should. He said, I worked hard. My arms hurt. I want to be compensated. I said, you got it, buddy. That's yours. So he got him a trimmer, which is so cute. Okay, ready for this? I want to show you. So I did something a little bit different. Okay, this stamp in the middle. Do you see this pole right here, which could be a straw, could be ribbon, could be anything? This comes from the stamp set, and it is this guy. This set is called Ribbons and Bows Tag Builder. This piece is a ribbon that you can use. Okay, so what I did, I used my Misty for this, and this might, I don't know. Listen, this is how my brain was working today. If I redid this tomorrow, I might do it a different way, but today this is how this worked. I took a card. I don't want to put it in this corner, and I'll show you why. If I did, this stamp is too long to operate from off the page, you know what I'm saying? Off the page and off the page, because it will hit this lip. So I needed this to float. And you can do this kind of thing with Cricut Corners. Where's Cricut? With Misty Corners. But you have to kind of put them in and take them out, put them in and take them out. And I thought, I'm just going to do this. So here's what I did. I put this piece of card in like this. I dropped this cardstock in. This is an A2 card base, okay? I dropped it in. And I went, I want to go from 8 to 1. Those are my first inch measurements on this Misty right here. Just go with me, Kay, because this may take a second. So then I took a piece of yellow tape and laid it down, and it lined up with 8. Okay, so that gave me this line. And then I took a piece of yellow tape and I laid it down with 1. So that gave me this line. So I basically just made myself an L in the corner. Just establish an L. That's what I did. Okay. Once I established that L, I took this card, put it into that L, threw a magnet on it, and then I laid this stamp down in the middle of that card and stuck it to my Misty.
Pretty ingenious.
Do you see what I did there?
I see what you did.
Okay. The next thing I did, I also want this ribbon to go this way, just like our card, right?
Correct.
I want to have it up and down. So then with this stamp still on here, I did not move the stamp. Okay. And with nothing over here, no tape, I laid this guy down until this got where I wanted it. So watch what I'm doing here. I'm laying this down until this piece gets in the middle. Okay. Now, what I discovered was this tape I laid in here was the perfect edge. I just needed to give myself a second edge. Does that make sense?
Mm-hmm.
Now, and I'm going to bring this up to you so you can see this, okay? So I wouldn't forget, in case I want to do this mass, I did tall and wide. So I know this is my tall mark and this is my wide mark when I put my cards down. Make sense?
Yep.
So I
Your own little cheat code.
This is my cheat code. That's it. And listen, tomorrow, again, I might have a different cheat code, but I think this works. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to put this in on the tall, and I'm going to put a magnet in the corner just to hold it down. Okay. So I know where I'm going to reline it up every time. I don't have to stress about that. I just have to get it in place, right? So I'm going to lay this down. Then I'm going to come over here and I'm going to ink up my ribbon. Now, what I love about this is you can do any color that is your color, okay? You can do green, or if you're a blue Christmas person, you can do that, any of that. Then I'm going to put this in and use my impressible and ink that up. The other thing I love about this is because of how we got it, if we want to do it another time, we can. Now, I normally wouldn't because that's a really good stamp, but because of what we're going to do in a minute, I'm going to ink from the top and skip the middle, and ink from the bottom and skip the middle. You'll see why. I'm just going to do that just because. And then bring it back over, press it down. And that way, I'm not making the center super dark. I don't want to make the center super dark. All right, so then what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this guy and turn him and put him into my wide mark.
Lucy, that's correct.
Then I'm going to do exactly what I just did, okay? Yikes. And I'm going to ink up. I'm going to stamp it. Some of you guys are probably freaking out right now. Yeah, you should put paper behind there. I just didn't. You should put something behind there. Then I'm going to do it again, but not to the middle. Leave the middle exposed. See how I don't have ink in the middle? Just touch up those edges. I'm not going to worry about the middle because we're going to do something else. Now, because I feel like this is probably something, if you're going to take the time to do this, if you're going to take the time to do all this, you're probably going to mass produce this. Okay. So I'm leaving my ribbon on this Misty so I can come back to that. Then I set up for myself. Where did I set it up? Somewhere.
Is it under the stamps right there?
Do you see it? Do you see it? Do you see it? I think it's right here. Here it is. Then I took a stamp wheel. You don't have to have a stamp wheel. I just took another positioner. Okay. And this one, how did I do this? I did it this way. I lined this up tall because that's how I wanted my ribbon to go. And I'm going to show you this. This is actually, I think I'll turn this one because you saw it up and down. See it? Why am I going so far up? See it up and down? I'm going to turn this one for tonight. So then I just put it in here like this. Okay. And I am using one of the little acrylic Altenew spacers. You don't really have to have that here. We could totally put this in the corner, but this one was already in my stamp wheel, so I'm not moving it.
Yeah.
Now, here's what happens with this image. And I'm going to bring it over here in the dark one, okay, so you can see it. You see that solid circle in the middle? We did that on purpose. That's so what you have behind it will go away when you stamp.
Makes
okay?
sense.
And I want you to see this too. Do you see how my bow is in 4 quadrants? You see that? You don't see it too much until I point it out. But the purpose here is so your ribbons can live between there. You don't lose anything and nothing overlaps. Okay. So you take this guy and you put that center dot. Look, if I do it incorrectly, look what happens. Everything lays over my other ribbons and they won't stamp right. You see what I'm saying? But if I do it correctly, where I pull my bows out into the quadrants, I pull my pieces out, I don't lose a loop and I don't lose ribbon. Everything will line up and work perfectly so I can see everything after I'm through stamping. Now, the reason I did not want to multiple stamp that center is because the darker you make that center, the more apt it is to show through this step. So I didn't want that to happen. So I didn't make it super dark. All right, so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to put this down and pick this guy up. I'm going to flip him over and ink him up. And we can ink him twice. The kinds of stuff we think about when we make stamp sets.
Well, because you do think about that, it makes the stamps
useful, right? Like
more useful.
Yeah. All right, so we're going to ink.
To me, that creates a greater value.
Yeah, and the thing I want to tell y'all is, I know that I'm using red, okay? But if you did this in blue or green or purple, it's just a gift, you know? You can use it for anything. Now, I don't know if you can tell. Oh, these things stick so hard. But in the middle, I can see through where they cross over a little bit. So I am going to stamp it again. And this time, I'm going to ink it up all over, solid, okay? Especially that center. I'm going to spend some time applying some ink to that center. Don't worry too much because, listen, whenever you see this finished, you will not see this. You won't even look for the center of that guy. But since we have stamp positioners, we can do this. Isn't that beautiful? I love this so much. I wanted this look, and I wanted to do it in stamping. And I'm like, Sylvia, we can figure this out, right? Now, I have this in the dead center of this card, but you don't have to do that, okay? This bow will fit. I have it upside down here. You see how it'll fit up here? So you can move this where if you want to have it up here and then give yourself some space for sentiments or a picture or something else, you can do that, okay? So you can send this over and make this happen. I did not set up for that tonight, but you can. Now I want to show you what I did here because I think this is adorable. From the same stamp set, this little image, there's so many images you can use here, but this little tag, these words, not all of these words, okay? Holly Jolly Friends, Season's Greetings, just for you will fit in here, okay? These words may be too long, and they're for the inside of your card anyway, because this one says from me to you, from our family to yours, and then, how was it? Let's see, from me to you, from our family to yours. I can't remember how it all goes. You'll have to look on the product sheet. You know, she lines all her words up for us to know what all they mean. The other thing is, see this Merry, Merry, Merry Christmas? This fits inside of here, which is beautiful when it's all done. And I'm going to talk to you about tags in a minute. I'm going to show you that too. But anyway, and then you have all of these pieces. And if you notice, we did these solid. We did them in silhouette. So if you wanted to stamp around your little bow, where did mine go? If you wanted to stamp around your little bow, you could stamp those and overlap your ribbon and it wouldn't look busy. It would be solid and look really good. All right, so here's what I did. I stamped this little tag with just for you in here. Isn't that cute? I love that. And then I think this is so cool. I have to show y'all this. I'm just going to show you. I wasn't going to, but I just think we have to do it. I have to show you what I did. Do you see the gold ribbon on top that looks like we tied a tag on as well? Oh, there it goes. Can you see that? I think it's so cute. So here's what I did. I took, you can do this with whatever you got. I don't have a tiny, tiny hole punch, and this is a pretty tiny spot. I took my pokey tool and I pressed it into the center and got it started. Then off camera here, I've got this little pad. You can use a mouse pad. This is a writing pad that I've got. I just used it to help me out right there to get me started. And I'm just going to drive this guy in slowly. I don't need a very big hole because I'm using bow dabber wire, so you don't need a very big hole. Then I decided over here, I was like, where do I want this to go? And I decided to cover up, this one sideways. I decided to cover up one of the tails. You could even have it here stick out behind. So I laid this guy down, pressed a hole here. This card's bigger, so I can do it right on my surface here, just to give me room for that to go, okay? So then I'm going to feed through some of this bow dabber wire, which is amazing. And I got to tell you something. If you have bow dabber wire, I love to give y'all tips and tricks. Sometimes I give you too many. If you have bow dabber wire, snip slices in the side. And whenever you're through wrapping around, you can stick your bow dabber wire through that slice and it'll hold it still. That's a Brenda Berry trick. She taught me that. Okay, now then, here's what I did. I took some bow dabber wire and I pinched it, making a loop like this. And that loop is going to go through. But y'all don't think I'm going to try to do that with my fingers. I did it with one of these guys, which I want to say dental threaded, but these are not. These are actually made for crafting. Also, we need some foam tape because I did this. I thought this was cute. I put some foam on the end. Foam on, like fear of missing out, FOMO.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to tell you what FOMO y'all going to have if y'all don't get a Spin-tastic class. I'm telling y'all, I literally have to make payment and have them here. Like if you don't know about Spin-tastic, you need to get in. I will talk about it in a minute. I'll show y'all. You don't want to miss out because the tips and tricks you're learning on these shows, the tips and tricks Dress My Craft does are so many more than mine. I'm telling y'all. Okay, so got that guy foamed up on the bottom. I'm going to stick my threader through like so. Then I'm going to put my bow dabber wire in and I'm going to catch it. See how I pulled that to catch it? What you need to do is stand this up because it is wire. Okay, so I stood it up and then I forced it through. And it takes a second to force it through, but you can do it. There it goes. All right, then we're going to unhook it. Oops, I locked it in instead of unhooking it. There we go. Okay, move that out of the way. So you see, I have that back there. And then I took this and I laid it down. And as per usual, piece of yellow tape, stuck it down. Nobody's ever going to see it. I just need to hold it there. Turned it over, tied a bow. This is my favorite part about the bow dabber wire. You could be somebody who cannot tie a bow. my mama would say to save her life. That's what she would say. And with Bow Dabber wire, look, you can make it happen. So here's what you do. Hold the little knot in the middle and pull your loops in to where you want them. And I wanted my loops smaller because this was like a tiny tag. So pull this one in like so. Now, I'm not worried about the amount that I have left because what I cut off, I can put right back on here and use it again because you'll use it over and over again. So now I'm going to snip it. And I snipped it kind of long, and I'll show you why. Because I thought this is kind of neat. So this guy, he might be hard to use again, but I can take this one, stick it into my little slice there, wrap it around, and stick it in again when it meets. And I can come right back to that later. I'll stick this guy in because he might be useful, and I can use that again later. Okay? Now, watch this. I took this guy. This is my pencil bone folder. I laid it here, and I pretended like I was curling its hair. Because of this wire, you can do that. I'm going to do this one too. I'm going to wrap it around, curl its hair. Just like that. Then I can pull it out where I want it. Oh, this is the coolest stuff. See this? I can pull it out where I want it. Okay? And I decided to trim it a little bit. It was a little longer than I wanted. So right where I wanted to trim it, I just came in. And what that did, I don't know if y'all know this, but in the hair world, any of y'all hairdressers, that little kink at the end is called a fishtail. If you have a little kink at the end of your hair, it's a fishtail. And back in the day, we didn't want those. And nowadays, it's a design feature. So there you go. And then what I did, if y'all want to copy me, you can. I put a little piece of glue, a little dot of glue. And this is why I have multiple tweezers. I tucked that into that glue. I took a tweezer, fed it in, and held it down. Put a little glue. Going to feed my little wire into that glue. Take a tweezer, hold it down. And that will glue if you want to glue them down, you really don't have to, but I just thought it was cute to glue that down. And then when I assembled my card, this is a gold layer, which is hard for you to see, I think, but that outside layer is gold. So we've got a green piece, an outside layer of gold, and then the little piece we did on top, and then it's just on a black card mat. And I was going to do black around the edge because I thought it would seat it really well. But because I did this 16th inch mat at the outside, it just went away. You just couldn't see it. So I thought the gold would be better, and it would pull this out. So you can see how my little pieces aren't moving. And that's because they're glued down. What do you think? You like it?
It's cool.
So that set is called Ribbons and Bows Tag Builder. Now, I'm trying to put my pen back in so we don't forget. I want to show you about tag builders. A little behind the scenes. This is my dirty one. It sits on top. That's how we store it. I want to show you about tag sets, okay, and how we do them. So which was our first one? This was our first tag builder set. I'm pretty sure I'm right. If I'm wrong, somebody correct me. But I'm pretty sure this was our first one. This little set, when I created this is what I wanted. Do you see this little scallopy frilly edge? I wanted this stamp set to look like we had to spend money and buy a die to cut out this tag that had this frilly edge. This is where we came up with this idea. So this was ages ago. This was when Mandy was with us. She helped me do this. Okay. So let me show you how this works. What I need you to do is hand me an 8.5 by 11 piece of cardstock because I forgot to get one. White if you can do it. And I think that's like not the first white, but the second white. Just one piece will do. So what I tried to do was make this, and this is how all our tag builders work. They just work. Actually, I'm going to need two because I'm going to show them the other way too. So go ahead and grab another one. They just work based on their size. Okay. Thanks, Tina. So this piece of 8.5 by 11. Ooh, that's blowing my camera out. You're going to cut this in the way I tell you, and it will get you 8 tags that you can stamp. Okay. So let me show you. So we're going to take this guy and we're going to put it to 2 3/4. And we're going to cut a strip. 2 3/4. Cut a strip. 2 3/4. Cut a strip. That takes all 4 pieces and makes them even. Okay, 2 3/4. Then all you have to do is turn these sideways and cut them in half at 4 1/4. 4 1/4? What's half of 8 1/2? Yeah, 4 1/4. Still didn't feel right. There we go. 4 1/4. And that is the size we're looking for. Now I'm going to show you this, okay? This works with this stamp set, 4 1/4. So we now have we have 6. Let's do this one again because I didn't do it twice. Okay, so we now have cut 8 what will be tags, okay? And the way this works is this guy is created to fit on that tag. Do you see that? So you stamp it on that tag, and all you have to do is go snip, snip, and it looks like there was a die to cut out around your stamp. Does that make sense? That's what I love about it. And we're going to stamp one in a minute. But you just go snip, snip. Your tag is done. You can get 8 tags from one piece of 8 1/2 by 11 and use this. Now, let me show you. That's one of them. And all of them have different to and froms, and all of them have different sentiments. So you don't have to worry about overlapping. Okay. So then I want to say this is the next one we did. I may get these out of order, but I'm going to show you. I think this was the next one we did. Tell me if I'm wrong. Tam will probably know. So this one is called Tag It. Okay. Same thing. You take one piece of 8 1/2 by 11. You cut 8 pieces, 8 equal pieces. And look what happens. This guy fits that stamp. And all you do is go snip, snip. And it looks like you had a die for it. Now, I'm going to tell you something. If I made this stamp set and a die to go with it, the die would have cost more than the stamp set for me to sell it to you. Same here. This way you don't need it, and you can make so many tags from one piece of cardstock. Now let me show you what's cool about this one. We step this set up, okay? So where we've got 8 tags in this size, now if you take these same pieces, so you've cut them all down 2 3/4, 4 1/4, you take the same pieces, and now you just cut them in half. Okay, so these are 4 1/4. So now we're going to cut them down to 2 1/8. Okay, if you cut all of these to 2 1/8, you get 16 of these. Okay, and when you have one of our sets that has a small, that's the size for the small. Okay, so you'll get from one sheet, you'll get 8 of the large and 16 of the small. And again,
Or 16.
Yeah, or 16. And you stamp it, and then you just go snip, snips. All you got to do, and it looks like you had a die for it. And I love that. Okay, so we're going to run through and look at these. So that's the big and the little, which I love. So this one is called Tag It. Very, very funny. This gift will never go out of style. Good thing because it's late. This gift is belated because I'll be late. You're going to love this. I made this so you can't return it. I got you something I always wanted. I love that one. This is not on your wish. This is not on your wish list. Like, you know, sometimes you just do that. And then I'm a regifter. Hope this wasn't from you. That's because of my mother. How much that just sounds like mom, doesn't it? All right, so there's that one. Have you guys seen the tag builders work before? Have you seen how that goes? Okay, then I think the next one we did, I think it was this one because we stepped it up one more time. I could be wrong. No, it was this one. It was this one. I think this is the next one we did. So this one, yikes. These always want to stick. This one is North Pole Tag Builder. Now it's a little different. Yeah, it's a little different. This one is just like we've been doing, okay? But I want you to see something. If you bought every tag builder set, none of your tags are the same. Even if they're the same size, they're not the same, okay? So this is snip, snip. This one, same thing, but you just curve. And we did that on purpose. I didn't want you to have to do anything fancy. You just curve around it. Super, super easy. It is not a hard one to do, okay? Also, all your little holes are where you can poke. They're already marked for you. This one's so cool. You can build it in so many different ways. Be sure to check out on our stamps the product pages that go with them because Sylvia always puts really cool things in there for you. So you get 2 there. And again, none of them are the same. If you bought every single one of our tag builder sets, none of your tags are the same. Okay. Then we went to, I think this one. So this one was pretty requested. So there was a lot of folks that cook or bake or create for Christmas time. And they wanted to be able to make tags for people that they were giving gifts to and make them kind of bespoke tags. So that's what we did here. This one is, these words are like created, handmade, enjoy, that's homemade, handmade, kitchen, crafted, a gift, with love, from and to. And the words that mix with it are like these: from my, to, from our, one of a kind, a gift, made by me, with care, just from, for the holidays, with love, for you. So you mix all these up. So like maybe you want to go one of a kind, made from our kitchen. You could put that on there and do the cutest little tags. You can make them so cool. And again, same size. Okay. Also the mini or the half size. Then we did this one. And here's the thing about this one. It's a little bit different. You see, it doesn't fit in our half size. This was one I just wanted to create for you. It's a bonus. It doesn't have that fancy footwork like we did here. But what I wanted to do with it is I wanted you to have a hexagon shaped tag that was easy to cut out. And with this one, you just go straight, 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 and a tiny curve. And it gets you a shaped tag that I thought was easy to cut out without having to have a die. I love that. Okay. So we're always trying to think about that. And these little images are so cute. If you sew, bake, cook, maybe you're like Vince and you mix things up. If you paint, if you create with glue or scissors or even a hot glue gun, it's so cute to mix these up and use all the colors. The other thing I love about this one is the lines in here. Like I said, we try to make them all different. The other cool thing is this: because we designed them to be able to be done like this, I try to do the fancy footwork on the inside. So you have really cool looking tags when they're stamped. Let me lay this one down so you can see what I'm talking about. You have cool looking tags when they're stamped, but you're only cutting two little corners off. Let's stamp this one. Let's stamp it because this one's so cute. Let me just pull this stuff over. Are y'all in a hurry? Because if you are, I'll hurry. But if you're not, I'm just going to do it. I'm just going to do it. So I like to show you kind of what our thought process is. We have a lot of stamp sets that are builders and things like that. And it'd be fun to show you those. I don't know if this is this right? Well, it is. Okay. So watch this. I'm going to put this one down. And this is where you want a positioner for it because it makes it easy to stamp, and restamp. Because you might want to stamp these twice. Sometimes you don't get a perfect image the first time. This one's well loved. You see that? Now, I try to keep the centers out of here. Do you see how this has no center in it? I do that on purpose. If there's a center in here, sometimes you can over ink and that ink can pick up on your page when you over press, and this happens. Okay. So we try to keep the centers out. If you ever have one from me where there's a center in it, that's because the line was too thin to hold its shape. If the tag can hold its shape on its own, then I don't have to have the middle. But if a tag is super thin, let me see. Here's a good example. This tag is a thin line. So we cut what we could out of the middle, but we couldn't go too far because if you do, then you will have a hard time lining it up and getting it to be straight. So if you ever wonder why some are like that and some aren't, that's why. All right, what ink have I got? I got some red. It'll be pretty. I cooked potato soup early. Oh, that sounds delicious. I need to make potato soup. Oh, and I want to tell you, if you do have one that has a fill in the middle and you see that ink gets there, wipe that ink off before you stamp. That's good practice. Or you can make sure, or also when you put it on your block, press that middle down so it pushes up against the platform and it doesn't go against the cardstock. Too many tips. Too many tips and tricks. Look how cute that is. Oh my gosh, it's so cute. And watch, here's what I love. We take this out and watch. You go about 1/8 of an inch away. You just kind of match the side. Let me get my scissors planted. And it's snip. Snip. Look at that. It looks like I had a die for it, doesn't it? I love that. That's the plan with our tag builder sets. You can do so much with it. And again, we try to make the tag portion super, super cute so that it's, you know, what you're buying is worth it. I don't want you to, do you want just a straight line? You could draw a straight line or you could print out a straight line, but this gives you something fancy. All right. So then let's look at, we went from that one to this one. Now this one, I just love this so much. Let me peel this off so you can really see it. Look at this polka dot tag. How cute is that tag? Same thing. You stamp it just like we did. You just cut. But isn't that tag cute? And then look at this one. We wanted one for birthday presents, and we put the images inside. You don't have to stress about it. Those images are all inside, and they're super cute whenever they are stamped, cut out, and colored. I love this so much. And we gave you a balloon extra and a cake and a cupcake extra, and then cute little sentiments. This was sort of expensive, but you're worth it. I love that. I made this tag. You might want to keep it. Happy birthday. This gift was made just for you. And FYI, my birthday is, and we thought that was funny. You could put your birthday on if you're giving a birthday present just to be snarky. Best wishes. There's always one, to, or from, sometimes more on every tag. And what I want to show you is these guys coordinate. You can mix them all together. So if you bought this one and this one, you wouldn't have the same sentiments. None of them are going to have the same sentiments. They're all going to have tos and froms, but we even make sure they're all done in different fonts because I don't want you to mix anything up. I don't want anything to be the same. I want you to get your money's worth. And that's kind of tricky to do, but that's what we try to do. Now, this is one of my favorites. Let me show you this guy. This one is a little difficult. It has to have the fill right here, that fill area, because of this circle. But this circle is so cool. If you look right here, Jesus is the reason for the season. Jesus is the greatest gift of all. I always thank God for you, and may this gift bring you joy. And then to and from, and then right here, all these little icons fit in these little areas. So you can put them inside the wreath, or you can put it inside this oval. And I think it's so beautiful. And this one, some of these, if you put them sideways, it's so pretty to do that. So let me show you how this looks. And stamping this in color, this comes out as a plaid. And it's absolutely gorgeous. But I will tell you, because of that thin line, when you put this on your block, you need to press it down. Do you see how much ink gets in the middle here? You can see it. I have to have it there to keep that thin line oval. But when you put this on your block, I'm going to pretend this is my block, my glass mat. Press that middle down. If you don't press it down, or if there's air bubbles under it, it's going to push forward. And when you ink, you want to kiss the ink. Kiss, 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 kiss. The reason this looks like this is because we use these in a open house. And so there's a lot of people that have never stamped before, and they come in and they stamp and they don't know to not let the ink get in there. If I do this, I am kiss, 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 kiss. And if I have ink where I don't want it, I rub it out. Now, some people have cut this away on the inside, but if you do, just be cautious. Because of that thin line, it can distort if you take some of its support away. But if you just are careful, use your stamp positioner, don't overpress. They do beautiful, beautiful work. Okay, there's that one. And then, oh, I didn't point that out on the other one. Hold on, I wanted to point this out to you. I wanted to point out, where did that one go? I'm hiding everything from myself. One of them is a little different. The one we use first, which I don't know what I did with it. Did I put it over here? Here it is. The one we use first is a little bit different. This is the only one I have that you have to do a little more fussy cutting, but it's not much, okay? What you do is you stamp down your image on the piece, same size, and then you do have to fussy cut right here at the bottom or right here at this bottom. Or you can just use our SVGs. All of these come with SVGs, so you don't even have to do them with the card cuts I'm showing you because they do come with their SVGs. Okay, next.
You got it going over there, don't you, girl?
I love these, and I like talking about them. That's the problem. I love them. Now, this one is called mini, as in a lot, of mini, as in small, tags. We wanted to give you some smalls, okay, some little guys. So this one is pretty cool. This guy right here, he fits that cut we do all the time. He's our classic half tag cut. Okay, see that? Classic half tag. And I'm going to show you something. Sometimes, and Sylvia did on this one, we give you a little more room when you're stamping when there's a bold edge here. Okay, so there's that one. This guy fits a circle punch, and I want to say it's a 2-inch, but I'm going to measure. Yes, you can punch a 2-inch circle and stamp this on it, or even a 2 1/4. A 2 1/4 is going to give you a lot more space, but the 2-inch circle works there. The only one you have to hand cut here or use an SVG for is the oval, because not many people have ovals. Unless you have an oval die, lay an oval die down and you'll find one that fits. But this one is kind of cute. Looks sweet and corny, just like you. Just for you, pumpkin. A special treat for you. And then I love the candy corns. And one of my favorite things, look at this. This one has those candy corns that are the kind that are not my favorite. They're too much sugar. This is a good candy corn. This is too much sugar to pumpkins. But this right here, which some people think is a flower, it's actually the top view of this pumpkin. Isn't that funny?
That's interesting.
I love it. I love it. Many, many tags. I too am a tagaholic. I honestly could make tags for everybody for Christmas and not make a single card because I love tags. They're my favorite. I just saw Barb said she's a tagaholic. Amen, sister.
Several new members today, Miss Kathy
Thank
and Miss
you.
BJ or BJ, both signed up today. May have been some others that I might have missed, but we're glad to have you guys there.
Thank you guys for signing up.
Reagan, I need some candy corn too.
I think that's all of them.
I don't think I can have it, or I ain't supposed to have it. But
oh, I am missing one, but it's because it's out of stock, but it's a really, really good one, and it's on its way back. It's called Tall Tag Builder. It's a little bit different. With Tall Tag Builder, and I don't have the measurements for it, but in the video, it will have the measurements. With Tall Tag Builder, you cut a taller strip off the top, okay, and then cut it into 2 3/4, 2 3/4, 2 3/4, like that. So you get 4 up here, and then at the bottom, what is this in half? 11.5 is 5.5. That's what you do.
what's
I right?
it called?
Tall
Paul Tag Builder?
You ordered it today. Tall Tag Builder. Hold on a second.
I did.
Yep, 5.5. 5.5. I was in there when you did it. I had to answer your question. You asked if it was Christmas. That's the one you're talking about. Let me see something. I'll tell you. 5.5.
Gotcha.
1, 2. Oh, that's right. Okay. For Tall Tag Builder, you cut a 1/4 inch strip off one side of the page. That's where you start. And then you cut to 5.5, which leaves you 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. That's right. That leaves you 2 3/4. So then you cut this into 4, this into 2. You get 6 tall tags from one piece of 8.5 by 11. That's all in the video about the stamp set. And if you have any questions, it's in the product description. And if for some reason we've missed that, we will put it there if you just let us know we missed it. So that's the only other one I don't have to show you tonight. All right, dudes. What do you think?
Well, I was impressed with all that you put together.
Did y'all like
Even
that?
though I might have missed a few of them.
Did y'all learn something? Did you learn that our tag builders are so cool? I love our tag builder sets. They're my favorite.
They are good.
I've got the biggest mess in this room. Like, I don't even know what's up. You know what I'm saying? I don't know what's up. Oh, I have a card to show you from across the miles. Where'd it go? Here it is. This card came in today with some cards for the ministry. Look how pretty this is. Look at this use of cardstock. That, you open it up. And this is actually a little slip pocket. She had something cute in there. I took it out because it had her personal information on it. But she slipped it underneath that little piece. Isn't that cute?
Kathy, the fall is called the Tall Tag Builder, not fall. Tall Tag Builder. That one is currently out of stock, but it is on order and should be back real soon.
Her letter in here, it's not personal, but a little bit. It's just talking about how much she loves making cards, and she made a bunch for our ministry. And if we wanted more, she could make more. So I was excited to get that card. Thank you. Oh, and let me tell you who it was from. How about we do that? I didn't even say. I was so rude. Oh, and look at the envelope. Isn't it cute? This is from Rebecca Gilbreth. Said, I hope the cards will be a blessing. Please let me know if you could use more. God bless you and continue to minister to other crafters. Sincerely, Rebecca Gilbreth, plus a sweet letter. We also received an email today. I'm just going to tell y'all something. I'm going to tell y'all about y'all, okay? Let me talk about y'all. And I don't want y'all to click off. I want it to feel drama. Let me tell you about you, right? But it's not drama. Listen. We're in a season at May Made It, which feels like growth and also feels like pressure. Right, Vin?
Yes.
And sometimes growth feels like pressure. This will preach, y'all. Sometimes growth feels like pressure. And we're kind of there. And so every day lately, we've been having some pressure. Nothing bad. Some days it's good pressure. Some days it's fires we have to put out or what have you. We've just been having some of that. Should I share it? I don't know. Did she say I could share it? I don't know.
Why not?
I don't know if I should share it. But I don't know if I should share it. It's a little personal, but I do want to talk to y'all about it. When we're in this season, which is a thing for us, and we're coming up on the holidays, so there's a lot going on. We have a lot of events coming up and things like that. Sometimes we can get a little bogged down. And Tamitha today sent me an email from a sweet Made It. And she shared with us some personal information about her. And then she talked about the staff. I'll read about the staff. I'm not going to read her personal part. How about that? And she says, although we can't see the rest of the staff, the overall fun and entertainment is very, very different. You all add such a large part, whether seen or unseen, which can bring peace, joy, and pureness and a clean, light feeling to our environments and to our spirits. Please pass on my gratefulness to everyone and remind them that our God has the power to use our giftings in many more ways than we could possibly know. And she was talking about our staff there, and how wonderful they are. And we know that. Our staff, they all love you guys and they love us and they put in so much work. And when I read that, I literally shared that in our work fam group message. And I said, please stop what you're doing and read this email. That's what keeps us going. So when we're having heavy times or when we have this pressure on us, and again, I don't want that to sound bad. It's not bad. Growth can be pressure. Lots of good things are happening. Lots of good things are in the works. Lots of good things are coming for you guys. But that also brings on pressure. And then we have sickness. It's not just one. We had a couple out. I was one of those. I was at the dentist half a day yesterday. Like Vinny had an appointment. We have a lot going on, and then that pressure. And then we get an email like that. And I'm going to tell you something. We are so blessed that Mame made it. We are so blessed. 99% of our emails are like that. 99% of them. We make mistakes. So there's going to be emails that are not always like that because we make mistakes. Sometimes our mistakes feel like the Keystone Cop mistakes. Sometimes it's like, how did we do that?
And then how did we do it again?
And how did we do it again or again or whatever? And sometimes we make really silly mistakes, but that's part of being human. And what I love is you guys are so understanding and forgiving. And that's when we get emails like this, it reminds us that you're what we do this for. And you keep us going. You keep us going. And on top of that, and maybe this is just what the season God's put me in or whatever, but like, I've been having a really, really hard time sleeping past like 4 a.m. No big deal. I'm used to this. Like I don't sleep half the time anyway, but 4 a.m. has been my new magic number because those numbers change. Y'all probably know, you've probably been through this, but 4 a.m. comes around. And so I try to go back to sleep. And then you know what you do. You pick up your phone. And the other day I picked up my phone, and as I was scrolling, like 6 of these popped up, like 6 of these in my feed of you guys making them and showing me your interpretation. And I'm just like, I just love this so much. I just love watching you guys because like this is why I'm going to just talk about y'all for a while. Okay. I sit in this room and I make this. And when I design it, I think to myself, will they understand this? Will this make sense? Will they be able to make this math work? I change it up to make it so easy and to make it so doable, or at least I try to. But there's always that did I get it right? Or are they going to be able to replicate it? Because that's what I do everything is for. Can you replicate it? Right. And to see you guys posting the pictures of yours finished and how beautiful they look and the little tweaks and the things that you make. So this morning at 5 o'clock in the morning, I was creating a graphic so I could share it on our Facebook group called Mame Made It. And so did I, to say how much I love seeing those graphics and to say to you that whenever sometimes I don't have any ideas or I think no one wants to watch me, you guys always make me feel so much better and I want to do it. Lori, I'm in the throes.
She's wide open up in it.
I'm wide open. And listen, you know those people that on TikTok that do all the symptoms? I have every single one. I'm in the throes of it. But you know what? That too is a season of growth because like you're going to think I'm crazy, but I'm enjoying the aging process. That sounds silly, doesn't it? But I'm enjoying it. And Sam, my daughter-in-law keeps doing this, which I appreciate this about Sam. She'll go, you and Pops are in such a sweet season. She'll say that. You and Pops are in such a sweet season. And I'm like, we really are. And now that Joe's getting married, she said the other day, she said, you're about to enjoy empty nesters and y'all are going to have the best time. And the funny thing is we're kind of empty nesters already because Joe doesn't really hang out with us when he's home, but I'm in love. I'm loving it. Okay. So yay, Tam. Yay.
Hey, Kathy, I'm glad that you are with us. There's nothing better than this group of people to encourage you and to help you get out of this emotional fight that you're in. And we just pray that God will use us to touch you and bless you. And he'll use this community to lift you up and help you get better.
I'm going to hold y'all all to everything you're saying. I love it. And BJ's like, I'm in the I don't care crew. I love that whole thing. I love that. The whole sleep issue doesn't really bother me because I've never slept. Like that's, I know people that it really, really affects, but Vince will tell you, I'm not a sleeper. I sleep on the couch and for a few hours. And after that, it's always been iffy. I mean, it's always been. Maybe when I was working, maybe it was different when I was working outside the home and my schedule was a little bit different. But now for the past doing this, the reason I say 4 a.m. is my sweet number now, it was 3 a.m. So, but I'm going to tell y'all something. Let me tell you what I love. Y'all probably don't care nothing about this, but this is what I told Vince this one. I love this. That getting up, that waking up at 4 a.m. And of course you start with prayer and you thank God for the day and for the sleep that you got. And then I told him, not everybody has this, but I have a Bean that sleeps in the bedroom with me. She does not sleep in the bed with me, but Bean and Presley sleep in our room. And Bean is in her kennel. And for some reason, Bean wakes up at the same time I do. And she's the sweetest girl because this is what she does. She sits up in her kennel. She can sit all the way up like this. And she looks at me. And I told Vince, I said, if I make eye contact, it's over. If I look at her, it is over. She knows I'm awake, right? So I looked at her this other morning. I looked at her. And we just looked for a minute and I went, go back to sleep. She wasn't going to have it. She sat there staring at me. So I pretended to go back to sleep and she went, And I'm like, I hear you, but I'm not going to pretend. I'm not going to talk to you. And then she went like this, And I'm like, okay. So I took her outside and it was not even daylight, so I had to go out with them because they'll bark if I don't. So I took him outside and, I was on the porch and I waited with him for a while and the sun came up while I was out there. And I love to pray on my back porch. It's where I love to pray. And so I was praying and the sun came up and I was like, man, I really like this time of the day. And so now I've kind of got myself doing that, like going out on the back porch. It's still dark and then the sun comes up and you're out there when it happens. And I love it. So I think you got to find the blessing in the season, right? You got to find the thing. I just love that. So if you ever want a Bean to wake you up in the morning, that's what she'll do. She's always woken us up the same way, hadn't she? It's the sweet little, It's not a whine. It's not a bark. It's a, It's so cute. Somebody asked how Josh and Taylor are. They're doing great. Doing great. And I wanted to get video of this, but I didn't today. Thomas and Jenna were here today because we've added some lights to the front store and he was putting them in for me. And it was so nice to have. I love having the kids around here, but it was nice having them today. And we got to have lunch with them, have an extended lunch with them. And it was so nice. So everybody's doing great. We talked to the Grands last night. We spent a long time on the phone last night with the Grands. Was it last night or night before? Night before. Last night was church night. It was night before, right? Yesterday was Wednesday. And then Joe, he's all around. Talk about the puppy while I get stuff situated.
Get the new puppy on October the 10th. So they are currently 6 weeks old. And the kennel that we get them from post videos about once a week of the puppies and their growing and what they look like because they change every day. This particular breed, and it may be true of others, but the Brock Franzese fur changes as they get older. And this particular mom and dad were more of a gray color than white like Bean is, even though Bean has the big brown spots. Her underlying fur is white, where these are gray. But they are so pretty. It may be more
chocolate than we realize, but it's really a dark gray, chocolatey gray.
Yeah, it's a chocolatey gray.
We're excited though. We're excited. We look every day. We've named them. All the puppies have spots, and we try to give them names about their spots. And if we can't name them from their spots, we name them for their collars. So.
Yeah, Susan, we have not got the new puppy yet, but
you'll see the puppy when we get it. I will not keep that from you because the beauty that is a baby Brock Franzese, you got to see. They're so adorable. Hey, you guys, you asked us to break these out into individuals. We did. I'm going to tell you that while you keep.
Yep.
So you can buy these individually now if you'd like to. Here's the colors. We did have bundles, but I think we took those off. I don't think there's any bundles online anymore. So you can get them individually just like these. Here's the colors. They're beautiful. You saw me use these in I don't know where the cards are. I don't know where they're at. I put them to go out front. But you saw me use these recently, so these are now available individually. Or if you want the bundle, if you missed out on the bundle, just message us and let us know you'd like to get a bundle, and we'll make that happen for you. I don't have a whole lot left, and I'll tell you, if you want a bundle, you got to ask quick, because once they start selling individually, we won't be able to make bundles.
That's correct.
So ask quick. Isn't that a fun package right there? That's a fun package to get in the mail. Look at that. Close it up, tape it up, put your label on it. That's what I love, those kinds of packages. Also, look. This is new in store. Let me open it because it's mine. I have no idea how to use it. I've never used one. Is that already open? I think it is. I've never used one, but I love this guy. You know why? Because he's a punch and he does cool things. Let me
Like,
get this out.
when have you not loved a punch?
You can't make a punch I don't love. I don't think you can. So here's this guy.
That's a big old joker.
Isn't he great? He's a doily maker. And I've seen some really cool doily projects. Which, by the way, we're going to be doing some doily projects in the Make It Go Round. I'm not supposed to tell you anything about the Make It Go Round, but we are going to be. So check this. Oh, he's magnet. I also love magnets. I also love magnets.
You're a happy girl already.
Instructions. We got to punch it once, right? Oh, I got to read how to do it. Remember me telling y'all about instructions?
They just stick the instructions in the punch and punch.
Wait a minute. Oh, I get it. I already get it. I don't know what size to do. Does that do something? Oh, everything does something. Oh, I went too hard on that. Oh, I did something wrong. What? Oh,
you might want to finish reading the instructions.
Look, there's a whole piece you got. Wait a minute. So this piece stays? Is that what happens? Y'all got to read the instructions.
Don't y'all love this trial and error? But
ain't that what y'all do?
She does it so y'all don't have to.
This comes out. I'm going to break it.
You better not break it. You can't have another one if you break it.
That's funny.
Take the metal out, Maureen said.
That's why that moves. Now I know. I don't think it goes this way. I think it goes this way. I don't have it in right. One moment. What am I doing wrong? That way. There it is. There it is. No one fret. We can't use that anymore. We can't use that one anymore. This is going to be huge. Don't stress. Don't stress. No one contact EK and tell them how terrible I'm doing this.
Amber said, you break it, you buy it.
I don't know if that did it. It didn't. I got to press harder. Let me stand up. That did something. What am I doing wrong, y'all? Oh. There was a third punch. It goes punch, punch, punch all the way through. Then what happens? Pivot. Y'all, this is not fair of me to do this to them because I should be reading. This is not going to be right. I should really read this. I'm not going to let y'all see. See, I got to read. What a first look. But it'll be cool when I figure it out. Look at the confetti. Look at the... Oh, you turn the knob, not the thing. I'll read, and I will bring it back to you with education. How about that? So you think you turn the knob? Hold on. That. Pick this up. I don't know. The knob seems to... Okay. I'm not going to do this now. Isn't this great? Pick yourself up one. They're so amazing and fantastic. It really probably is the coolest thing since sliced
It
bread.
probably is very cool.
I'm sorry, EK. I will do better. I will. Let's see if we can ruin We Are's night.
Y'all don't throw hate on us.
Let's see if we can ruin We Are's night too, since we ruined EK's night. Let's see what we can do. Let's open this, you guys.
That's probably smart, Lori.
This might just be for me selfishly. Do y'all have a lot of punch boards? Speaking of punch boards, we got to talk about something, but not now. We'll talk about it in a second.
I'll tell you, it ain't gonna make you happy.
Y'all have a lot of punch boards? Look at this right here. This is to organize. Jen, I just got fired, didn't I? This is to organize your punches. I didn't read the instructions on this. That's why I was like, let's see if we can ruin We Are's night. We already did the rest. So, this is to organize your punch boards, you guys. And it'll match color-wise. And I have a friend named Cynthia Roney who is going to want this because it's her colors. It's teal. Okay, check this out. Get out the instructions, girl. Get out the instructions. Let's see what We Are's telling me to do. I don't want to be rude. Oh, you know what's even great? You can attach this to their paper storage trays. We need to order those too.
Well,
this attaches. This is what you can put this on the top of their paper storage trays. So you put paper under it and this on top. Those are coming. Those are coming soon.
So.
Okay, check this out. This is what it said to do, and I'm going to do it. Am I going to do it? Am I brave enough to do it? Did it.
KC says she got 3 of these.
Ow. My feet go up when it gets. I love this. You don't even have to put them all in. Then check this out. Do I have it in here? Let me see. I don't, but pretend that this was the big bite. It'll fit in there. Your little punches will fit in there, but the big bite fits in there too. They showed it in the thing. I don't know where mine is. And all your punch boards will fit in there. One moment. Un momento. Look, it stores punch boards. It's like a Filofax for punch boards. I'm happy about that. I will be getting that paper storage because that ought to be cool too. All right, so there's that. Okay. I do not have a definite on this. I cannot tell you for definite, okay? But I can tell you that my distributor is telling me I'm not going to get these back before Christmas. That's what they're telling me right now. I'm praying they're wrong, okay? But that's what they're telling me. This is the Shadow Box punch board. So because of that, I talked to my staff today and they all agreed that I should, y'all tell me what you think. Tell me what you think. That I should remake this without it for you guys. And if I do, I will not be remaking this. I'm going to tell you right now, I have tried to do this the way they do this without the punch, and you cannot get the same thing, okay? You just need this punch to get this turn under. However, I do think I can make you this project, okay, with in similar measures. And I actually wanted to make a different version of it, but you could do it this way if you wanted to. And I'd be happy to do this for you if you want me to, for those of you who couldn't get the Shadow Box punch board, because I know based on our numbers how many of you are waiting on them. And I told Vince, I said, I just don't think it's right. I just feel like folks are like wanting to do that advent calendar, and if they could get their hands on it, they would. That's what I feel like. So I'm going to do that for y'all if you want it.
Yes? You're getting a lot of yes, please.
Okay. I'm going to do that for y'all. I'm going to design it. I already know how to do it. Oh, gosh, I can't get it.
I'm just going to be honest. They're saying mid-January, which
hoping
probably means February.
But I'm hoping they're just wrong. Now, we've had this before, and some of you guys already have it, but we brought it in because we're getting ready for Craft-a-CROPolis and Open House. And this guy, this is the Tim Holtz travel media mat. we decided to bring these in. We've actually brought in a lot of stuff into the store that's travel related that we can't sell online because shipping would be ridiculous to do that. But we had the full size of these when they came out. But this is the travel version. So this is a glass mat. Look, glass mat on a glass mat. And it's got the media, what does he call this? The media
mat? Isn't that what he
this
called
thing
it?
is called something. I forget what it's called. But it's got like his it's not a grunge mat. What is that thing called? I forget. Like his mixed media mixy work on thing. But this is glass. So we have some of these. These we can ship because of the way they're packed. They pack them really, really good. And we shipped the full size version before and didn't have an issue. So we brought the one you've had since 2017. So we brought this one in for you guys, especially for those of you who like to travel. And mixed media something, right? And if you're coming to Craft-a-CROPolis, if you let us know you want one of these and you don't have to fly in with it or drive in with it, we can hold it for you. So you have it when you get here. But let us know. I just thought this would be great for crops. And we're trying to find more things because we're doing so many crops. We're trying to find more things for that kind of thing. Oh, it's not magnetic. You know, I got to see. That part isn't for sure. I don't believe it is. But if you're looking for a travel glass mat, does Glassboard have a travel glass mat? Maybe we should ask them if they have one. That would be a cool idea. These weigh a ton. Oh, that's what it is. If you have the metal on back here, it ain't travel anymore, is it?
Probably
this
too
weighs
heavy.
a ton. I mean, I can't scoot this on my table. I have to make it move. So, did I have anything else? Well, I think that's it.
Okay, so the big thing you need to talk about that.
What else?
That's the big thing. And we still have a few Craft-a-CROPolis seats, right?
We did. I did not ask or check, but I do know, I can say this because we had set the number to a certain number, but because of the way we're using the building this year, I really can add more if we need to. So I'm not too worried if we oversell on that one.
Okay.
So if you still want into Craft-a-CROPolis, you can still get in because I do have some room this year because of the way we're doing things. And I got to tell you something. If you're coming to Craft-a-CROPolis and you haven't signed up for the Make It Go Round, you need to do that now. I know you might be thinking about waiting and doing it when you get here, but it's selling out. And I want to say, I don't know exactly how close we are, but the other day when we looked, we were pretty close. And I know some people are like, I'm going to sign up for it when I get there. But if you wait, you may not get in because I only have so many seats and so many kits. And once they're gone, they're gone. Okay. So make sure you do that. This is our Spin-tastic class, our Spin-tastic with Dress My Craft. I got to tell you something. You're sleeping on this class. The kit, you want to hand me the kit? It's right there on the floor. The kit that you get is worth the price of the class, not to mention all of the tips and tricks you're going to learn doing this. There are so many built-in tips and tricks to this, and you're going to love the class. We're going to do this so fun, and it's just going to be cool and fun.
This is definitely not one that you want to miss out on.
You don't want to miss. You need to get your kit now because there is a finite number. I am going to have to cut it off. Me and Tamara were talking about it today. Like I'm trying to hold out, but I'm going to have to cut it off. But this kit is incredible. Okay. You're going to get their new spinners. Did they get both sizes of spinners? I can't remember. You get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 dies, 5 die sets. This will be in a real package when you get it right now. This was like they made it literally for us as a prototype. So that was not in its actual packaging. You get all kinds of cutesies. You get charms to make it with. You get some little water droplets. Just like last time, there's sayings. And you get cardstock. And this is fun. This is fun. There's so much we're going to do to make this super fun. And you will enjoy it. I'm telling you, if the tips and tricks that we learn from our friends at Dress My Craft are incredible. And you will love it.
Now, this class is only $129.99. Okay. It is an online class. So once you purchase it, even if you cannot be there, you can watch it and get to participate at your own pace, at your own time, anytime you want to do it. but the tickets are very limited. Okay, so sign up.
And
the
I'm going to do
good
it.
thing also is you can make payments on this, so you can sign up for it. I think the way it works is every 2 weeks you make a payment. It doesn't charge you any interest or any of that kind of stuff, but it's definitely something that you need to take advantage of, because you will not be disappointed. So I hope that you guys will sign up for that. Now let's talk about Craft-a-CROPolis for just 1 minute. We live in a small town, okay? So hotel space is limited. So if you're gonna sign up for that, you need to get on signed up for that too, and get your reservations
hotels
in.
Were getting scarce. Let me tell you about this real quick. We're going to do this like we did last time. We're going to step by step go through this. So you will also get like I did last time, the little PDF pieces for you to be able to understand what we're doing, and the tips and tricks you'll learn to do other things with. And also, if you don't love the spinner, it can be a bonus. You don't have to use it. You can put this charm on some foam. But if you have kids or grandkids, they're going to think this is the coolest thing ever. And you go, I made that for you. They're going to love that. And just the tricks you learn with your dies and how to use your shaker pieces and things like that. And even like there's so many techniques in these cards that you're not realizing. And the folks that took the last class can tell you they learned a lot of things we did not even realize were on the card when they were looking at them.
And I'm pretty sure this class is $50 cheaper than the last class.
I don't remember how much the last one was.
Wasn't the last one $179 or was it $169?
I don't remember.
Anyway, it's a far better deal, and you still get a ton of product.
A great kit.
And it's great.
Yeah. You won't be sad about it. I'm telling you, you will learn so much that you will use from card to card and from thing to thing. Okay, let me look at my notes for what I'm supposed to talk about tonight. Here we go. Here's something we didn't talk about.
Uh-oh.
Somebody got old today.
That's right. Somebody in our group did get older today.
Somebody got older, but not me. I get younger.
You started counting backwards, didn't you?
I don't even count.
Yeah, Laura said the last class was $179, so $50 cheaper.
Who do y'all think is older? Who got older today?
Somebody that works here got older. I ain't naming no names.
I didn't say she didn't get better, but she got older. Who was it? Keep guessing. Keep guessing.
Wasn't Shannon. Wasn't Amber.
Monica.
I think Monica might have got it.
Something. It was Amber said it was a Tennessee lady.
That narrows it down.
Who was it? You guys, today is Tim's birthday. So that means we can't sing happy birthday to her because copyright.
We really can't? For real?
We can say happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. We can make up our own thing.
Oh, wow.
That's hilarious. Tamitha had a birthday today. We hope she had a great birthday. I promised her this morning I would be low maintenance. I think I was until late in the day when I got a little maintenance. She's holding on to this birthday and not having any more. That's awesome. That's awesome. If you know, whenever we have Craft-a-CROPolis, we usually try to do something for Tam. So if you're coming and you want to like make her a card or something, because we'll see her in a few weeks and we can celebrate with her then. It's hard to celebrate long distance. We had a plan, but in order to do the plan, it meant, this is the issue. In order to do the plan, I have to get somebody in Tennessee to do something for me. And I don't want to ask people to do stuff for me. So anyway, I was just a little bit of maintenance this afternoon. I was not high maintenance, just a little bit of maintenance. But if you're coming, think about a card for Tamitha. I'm sure she'll appreciate it. And she won't mind it being late. She won't mind. Maybe use the belated set. That was what I want to talk about there. Also, oops, I hit the thing again. Also, I have been asked to be on World Card Making Day. And I love that. This is on Craft Roulette. They do World Card Making Day. How many of you already watched Craft Roulette? Tell me. Type it in. If you already watched Craft Roulette, I want to know by you giving me some Craft Roulette wording. Say something based around Craft Roulette. But World Card Making Day is coming up. It is October 4th. I have to read like this. October 4th, and it's all day. Did y'all see the lineup? Let me look at the lineup and I can tell you. Let me look at it. Tamitha may have it already linked or something for you guys too. Oh, I can't look at it here. I can't look at it here. But where do I have it? I don't know. But the lineup, I get to kick the day off. And they're doing that for me on purpose because here's what happened. They asked me to be a part of it, and I said I would be happy to be a part of it. But I think I was last time or late in the day. And because we play golf now, I was like, the weather's changing and I'll probably want to play golf that day. So can I be like first so I can like either play in the morning or play in the afternoon and not miss out? So I was being selfish about it. But if I'm in my golf clothes, that's why, because I really do. I'm excited about it. But I get to be first this time. 13 different amazing creators. Casey says, I live in the same city as Tamith. If you need something, holler. That would have been cool. Our plan was a little bit different for what we want to do, but we'll do something when she's here. Oh, there we go. Kiss your brain. Who else has got something craft roulette? They can say, Mr. Producer. How about Mr. Producer has been revealed? How many of you have seen his face? He's like out there now. Like people, like we had a Zoom call the other day, and there he was. I was like, "What are you doing?" He's like, "I've been seen," because he was at their event. So, JD and the chocolates, they're so cute. I love her grandbaby's name is JD. Look at y'all, Paper Gonza. That's what it was. I love that you're showing that. That's so cool. I think they're fantastic. I think they do wonderful work. I was bragging on them to somebody else this week. Like, I just think they're so good. So I'm excited to be part of that. October 4th, mark your calendars. You know what the rule is. If I have to be there, the Maidits have to be there, because I get nervous without you guys, because I can't always watch the chat, but I love that y'all are in the chat, and everybody, and they'll tell me what my Maidits are saying. So please, please, please be there with me. Can we see the lineup? Can I see it from this click? No, you sent me a picture, but it's not the link. All right. The other thing I had to tell you about is open house. Our open house is November the
7th.
We said the 9th the other day. Which one is it?
The 7th.
You're sure?
The 7th.
Craft Roulette is the name of that one. World Card Making Day on Craft Roulette. It is on YouTube. Oh, Heidi, you have not seen it. Go to their channel. They'll be on tomorrow night. They do every Friday night. It is so much fun. They have a different creator. Who's on tomorrow night, y'all? Holiday Open House, November 7th, right here in our fun little location. And Angie is working so hard to get this place ready for you guys. No. What I meant was, I didn't mean it like, I can't believe you missed it. I'm sad you missed it, because you're going to love it. That's what I meant. You don't have to be sorry about that. You will love Craft Roulette. It'll be right up your alley. You'll have so much fun. Oh, is Amanda on tomorrow night? That's a perfect one. Amanda from Pear Blossom. Marcy, you just submitted your 50th card. Now, what does it take to get to Mug Club? Is it 25 or 50? That is so cool. Oh, wait. Is it Amanda or Chelsea? Who's on tomorrow night? 52 is Mug Club, so you're 2 away. Oh, wait. I'm saying too many things. So which is it? Because we got 2 different numbers. Do we have any Craft Roulette people watching? Is Mary on? Is Mr. Producer watching? So 50. Oh, what's the difference? The 52 or 100? Y'all both think it's different. Oh, 100 from Mug Club. What's 52? Is that Club 52? Isn't that what it's called? Club 52? I could be wrong. Y'all, what's the most cards somebody's ever made? So Chelsea's on tomorrow. Okay. Isn't it like 500 and something cards? I could be wrong. Okay, so it's Club 52. You got to go watch. They're super fun. I don't get to watch every week. I try to peek in, but then I also try not to chat too much, because it kind of derails the conversation, and I don't like to do that. But it's super fun to watch, and they're very, very good. And so I get to be on October 4th. And I don't know if they've announced this yet, and I don't think they'll care if I do, but I will also be their first person on next year. And I think I've done that. I think this will be my 3rd year in a row to get to be the first one. Isn't that right? Haven't I been on 3 New Year's?
I think so.
I think so too. Or this will be my 3rd. Oh, she's on the day before World Card Making Day. I think she's on World Card Making Day too. I don't know if she's crafting, but I think she's the co-host for that day. She has been in the past. Y'all are so cool to be such good followers of Craft Roulette. If you have not watched it, you need to watch it. You're going to love it. If you want Friday night entertainment, good, wholesome paper crafting entertainment, go watch. You will love it. You will love it. All right. Did I have anything else before I forget I was supposed to say? I did all my notes.
You want to remind them of anything?
Cricut Boot Camp, we talked about that early. Cricut Boot Camp is now available for sale if you want to get your spot. Tamitha will link it in a second. I've been on 4 episodes, but not everyone's in a new year, right? Yeah, I thought I was the first one. They asked me this year too, so I'm excited. I love that. It needs to be just my standing time. World Card Making Day and the first one. Those are my 2. But I've done, yeah. It's nerve-wracking, though. It's nerve-wracking. Please go watch and see how it lays out because you'll see why it's nerve-wracking. All right, so Timothy says, all the info for the classes and the events are listed in the description. Good night, Heidi. They're listed in the description. When was my first visit? Well, we met Amanda in person at Creativation the first year we went, right? We met Amanda in person then.
Columbus, right? Ohio.
Yep. And that would have been, what year was that? 2023? No. Yeah, 2023. Yeah. And then I would have been on somewhere after. I don't remember exactly when was my first time.
Tamitha said June 16th, 2023.
Good Lord, Tamitha. She's good at that. She is good at that. So that's when. Angry Chicken. Oh, that's cool. Okay, so get your spots for Cricut Boot Camp. You won't be sad about it. If you have questions, reach out to us and we'll answer any questions you might have about it. We're going to head out. I think we've done a full day today. If my filming worked, this is what I'm going to tell you. If my filming worked, and I don't know yet for sure, but I did film this afternoon. I filmed doing this on the Cricut. Oh, is it going to take ninja skills? Oh, that's your ninja skills for knowing the date. I filmed showing you how to do this on the Cricut. Okay, so if you didn't have the die, you'll be able to see that Saturday night. And if you haven't seen this card put together, Saturday night, I'll have the video linked for you and everything for you to see how this goes together. And I'll be doing it on the Cricut so you can see how that works too. So either way, you have it.
Anita Daniels watching us on Facebook asked, will there be a replay of this live? Yes.
Yep.
You can watch a replay of this live on YouTube anytime you want to.
Mm-hmm. It's always on YouTube. It won't, and it stays on Facebook too.
Does it?
Yeah,
I don't know
that.
I didn't know that part.
Yep. All right. We're going to pray. We close every show, every live show with prayer. And we do have a Facebook group called Created in Christ. And if you would like to share a prayer request over there so that our prayer warriors can pray with you, you can do that. If you aren't on Facebook and you still would like to be on our prayer list, you can let Tamitha know and she'll add you to that list. Vinny is going to pray for us as we head out tonight.
All right, let's pray, guys. Hey, God, thank you for today. God, I know that there's a lot of people that are hurting, a lot of people that are going through loss of precious family members, and I lift them up to you. God, you know who they are, even though I may not remember every name. I pray for the one watching tonight that lost her daughter a few months ago and how she is struggling to just find her joy. God, I pray that you would help her. You'd use this community to minister to her, to encourage her. I pray, God, that every day she would try to create, because I know what a healing power being creative has for May. And I pray, God, you would help her take that step. God, I pray for Tamitha. I thank you so much for her. What a blessing she is to this organization and to every person watching. God, I pray that you'll just give her the best birthday. And God, even though she ain't counting no more, I pray you just bless her today and let her know how much we love her and how much we appreciate her. I pray for our staff. God, even though we do everything we can to have a great day, there are some rotten days involved. So God, I pray that you would comfort them, you would hold them up, you would wrap your arms around them, you would bless them for the sacrifices that they make to honor you and to love on our community. Lord, for those that are sick, those that are struggling, those that are going through whatever hardship, financial, job, whatever it might be, God, Help us to remember that you are able to do exceeding and abundantly above all we could ever ask or think. You promised us that in Ephesians chapter 3, verse 20. So God, help us to cling to that and to know, God, you got us. I thank you for May. I thank you for the witness that she is for your kingdom and for the gifts that you've given her to communicate with this community, her love for you and her love for crafting. I thank you for the gift that you gave her to teach. And I pray, God, that she'll always use it to honor and glorify you. God, we love you, we praise you, and we thank you again for this time that we can be together with this community. And I pray your blessings on them all. In Jesus' name, amen.
Amen. Thank you for that prayer. That was sweet. I love you guys. I hope you have a great night. And until next time, bye now.